everybody and welcome back to some more of our FM19 Journeyman in charge of Troyes in the Domino's Liga 2. And well, some teams have played games without us. We're a couple of games in hand on a couple of teams and it's dropped us down to 4th in the league, which isn't ideal really because we were on top and now we aren't. So yeah, two teams in front of us on points, but they have played an extra game. Amiens, who are on the same amount of games as us, in front on goal difference. So hopefully we can put a bit of a stop to this and we can get back to winning ways, because recently we've taken a bit of a hit. We started off really strong. We won 3 games in a row in the league, and then we drew 2 and lost 1. And, well, we've also been knocked out of the cup in that time as well. We're just in a bit of a rut of form, I think. And I think I've figured out the reason why. So, I've changed the system back. Marietti is back fit, and I've changed it back to this, because our wingers are doing nothing. Our wingers are just absolutely contributing nothing to the side. And I've had a quick flick through, and if you just look through them all, I'll just hide myself so you can see this. Grandsars started 5, scored 1, and that was in the cup. And Buemo started 3, scored 0. Ajax started 2, scored 0. Flips, 2 off the bench, scored nothing. They've had 1 goal and no assists between all of them. That's just not good enough. It really isn't. So, we're switching back to the narrower system with Marietti and Berger in the attacking midfield roles. Clark in behind. He's got a bruised head. He looks fine to play, but he has got a bruised head. Stefanas came in up top. Vita Gabriel, again, started really hot, but then since then has just sort of dropped off a little bit. He's had like 6.1s, 6.2s. Not good enough, to be honest. So, this is the system we are now going with. Ponte back in the side after he sat one out yesterday. So, hopefully, well, we can go forward well against 2 teams we should be beating. Paris FC down in 18th. Red Star down in 13th. 2 winnable games. Let's prove why. So I'm just going to say, if we play our game, we will win. No one actually reacting on that. Let's see if the assistant can salvage anything. No. So let's go to the tunnel. Oh, go away. Little by the way surprise. The team picked itself. There we go. Simple. So yeah, hopefully we can prove that it was just a little blip in form. It's not like we were actually just lucking our way to a few victories at the start. They've got an early throw in here, and they're going to look to come forward with it. We need to put the pressure on here and try and win this ball back. We can't be giving them easy chances as well. We tried to go up there. It's a great block there, though, from I think that was actually Follett who got up there to block that. Berger slides through Stefan. Can we find another ball forward? He's just going to knock it forward to Clark. Well, he's playing with a bruised head. We risked him with his injury, and he's gone and rewarded us with a very early goal to give us a 1-0 lead. Christoph Clark, not a player I planned on being in my first team plans at all, but he just fits this system so well. And then if he's going to bang in a couple of goals like that to contribute as well, I'm certainly not going to complain. He strikes very well there. The assist coming from Noé Stefan, who dropped deep to receive the ball. It's an early 1-0 lead, and we will certainly be happy about that. They've got a throw in here, and well, we need to try and keep this clear. As Bordas heads out, Clark on it, knocks it forward, but they're just going to pounce on the loose ball. They're not really in a dangerous position yet, though, but they are trying to move forward into one. They've got a lot of space out on this right-hand side, and the cross is definitely on. They go for it. We head clear twice. Marietti now on it. Can we counter? The ball goes up on this left-hand side. Stefan runs onto the end of it. Can he get it into the box? No, he's just going to strike. And it does that. There were men in the box there, and I think he could have tried to knock it across, but he went for the shot, and it wasn't necessarily the wrong choice. He just executed it poorly. As we're back on the ball again, Derek Asede from a long way out puts forward a shot, but it just slips wide. Again, there were better options there, I think, than the long-range shot, but Asede does have a couple of those, so sometimes they do work out. As Bordas takes a corner towards the back post, it falls to Asede again, knocks it across to Bordas, goes for the cross, and it spills in off of Noé Stefan. They tried to clear, and I'm sure that just deflected off of him. I don't think he particularly had much input on that goal, but he was in the right place at the right time, and I'm not going to complain about it. They knock it across here, and, well, the ball out wide's good. It's better than trying for a shot. It was the right idea. Yeah, they tried to clear it. Literally just rockets off of Noé Stefan, who was running onto it. And, well, he puts it into the back of the net. I'm not sure whether he meant to, but I'm not going to complain. We've got a free kick here, still in the first half. Bordas tries to put it in, but they head clear, and now a counter-attack is definitely possible. This man out here is in so much space. If they manage to play it forward, we're in trouble, and they do so. He's going to strike, and it just slips in. Nobody picked up his run, and he was in absolute acres. And they've pulled it back to 2-1. I mean, look, you actually can't see him here. It's a slightly different camera angle, but he's all the way over here, look, and he was in so much space for this entire play, and absolutely nobody went to pick him up, and it's just a bit calamitous, really, at the back there, but It's still a 2-1 lead to us. We can't be too upset. We're going into half-time with that lead. I just wish they hadn't pulled one back, especially so late into the half. But let's just tell the team. You can see here we've been largely dominant, but they've been a little bit more clinical, more shots on target from less shots. It's worrying, to be honest, but I'm pleased with how things are going, keep it up, and they all look delighted at that. We just need to keep things steady, really, and, well, make sure we don't make any more silly errors like that one. They've got a free kick here. Can we please win this ball back? Don't give them any more chances. They're working it quite nicely, to be fair, and we're not putting the most amount of pressure on. Whoever this is here is absolutely running after everyone. He's just chasing the ball. As Zimmerman comes out here and nicks it, he's running down the left flank. Can he find a good cross? He plays it inside. Noé Stefan's in space, and he strikes and gets his second of the game. Noé Stefan having a good time of it today. He's picked up an assist on the first goal and scored the other two. This here from Zimmerman was absolutely perfect. Stole the ball very, very well, and then this ball across. It couldn't have been better. It splits the defence who were coming at him. Noé Stefan is in loads of space, strikes well, and we have got a 2-goal lead back again. It's going well. I think, well, this system's certainly proving itself to be quite efficient as they go for a cross from the corner, but Bordas heads clear. Absolutely quality player, Ilan Bordas. I really do rate him. As Marietti's running forward on this left-hand side, can the cross be on? No, he gives it to Zimmerman, and another short ball to Marietti, breaks down the defence well. It goes forward again to Berger. Navarro's got some space on this right-hand side, but no, we go central to Zimmerman. Can he find a cross? It spills off of their player. Zimmerman tries to pick out Stefan, but it just goes in off of their player. Don't need to do the work ourselves. We've got a 4-1 lead. I think we can confidently say this system's proving a lot more effective than the wide one at this point. As well, you've got to imagine if they didn't block this shot, it was going straight to Noé Stefan and into the back of the net, but well, they did, so we will never have to know. It's 4-1, it's going well, let's keep it up. It's worth noting, by the way, we've had 3 shots on target, scored 4 goals. Thank you very much to their team for breaking the stats. But we are going to make a little bit of a change. As time is getting on, I'm slightly concerned about this bruised head that we did send Christoph Clark out with. So I'm going to bring on Gargo Diathario for him and bring him on as a central midfielder on support. I'm sure he'll be able to do a perfectly good job. I just don't want to risk Clark, to be honest, who's having a wonderful time of it for a player who I didn't even expect him to be a backup. I didn't expect him to feature much at all. He'd maybe get 1 or 2 appearances throughout the season. He's been outstanding so far. He's bagged himself a couple of goals and generally been very, very good. So, we'll take him off. We'll make sure we don't risk him. We make sure we don't get him too badly injured. Hopefully, Gargo Diathario can do a good job. So, we are 80 minutes in, and since the goal, the second half has been incredibly quiet. So, I'm going to bring on Thomas Eriksson for Darian Marietti. Obviously, it's his first game back from an injury. I was recommended to limit him to 75 minutes of action. We've gone a bit over that, but he should be fine. A couple of extra minutes won't hurt. As Thomas Eriksson comes on, and well, I assume we're just going to see out these last few minutes of game. But we do have a throw-in. Zimmerman plays forward. Gargo Diathario's on it. Goes for the cross. Can't quite find it, though. Now they're on an attack. Or not. Ponte cuts out the ball well. They've got everyone back, despite being 4-1 down. And well, we're holding possession nicely, but we're struggling to do much with it. Follett forward to Zimmerman. Here we go. A potential chance for something is now available. As we slide it across to Eriksson. Can he find a pass forward? He can. Berger! Oh, he's offside. It would have been a wonderful strike. And an assist from Thomas Eriksson if that had worked out. But he was offside. I don't think we can complain about that one. He certainly didn't look clear-cut that he was on. As we play the ball forward again, it just falls to them. They clear up the pitch and, well, can we maybe get a 5th? Can we maybe assert the fact that we are a good team? We just had a blip in form and we are back ready to win more games. As Zimmerman's on it, strikes, it goes wide. It's unfortunate there because I think he had better options, but to be honest, you can't be too harsh on them when they're 4-1 up. Like, they're going to have a couple of silly chances and you're just going to have to accept that. Let them go out there, let them have a little bit of fun. And, well, they go for a header on goal, but that is going to be a full-time whistle and a 4-1 win against Paris FC. Convincing, I think, is the word to describe that. We looked very good. At no point did we really look like faltering. And when we made a bit of an error and played them through just before half-time, we bounced back in the second half extremely well, going back to a 3-goal lead within very short space of time. And, well, we did well, to be honest. It's just a very good performance. So, we'll stress that in the team talk. And I mean, just look at the squad ratings. That's all you have to do. Noé Stefan with 2 goals and an assist gets the Man of the Match award. And, well, the defence, especially, with extremely good ratings across the board. It was a very good performance. And hopefully, in the next game against Red Star, we can see a little bit more of that and really assert ourselves back at the top of the league. We are there now, but there is potential for it to slip away if Amiens pick up a good win, for example, or just if we drop some more points. I want to be back safely on top of the league with a good cushion under us. So here we are then for the game against Red Star, and it's fair to say they're in quite a little hot run of form at the minute. They were 18th before the first game. Now they're up in 8th. So they're doing quite well for themselves. You'll see here, if we just go to their overview real quick, they've picked up a couple of wins on the bounce. So hopefully, especially one against Angers actually, that's a very good result. So yeah, actually they're struggling quite a lot. They're not as threatening as I thought. So, we're going with the same lineup. Now, Clark is struggling a little bit for fitness, but Gargo Del Ferrio is on the bench in case we need to make that change again. I'm just thinking, we won 4-1. Why would we change it? That just seems silly. So, we're just going to get stuck in. We want another good result. I really want to assert ourselves at the top of this table. They've got a 4-1-4-1. It's not too threatening of a formation, really. So, hopefully, it's quite defensive. Carl Jenkinson's at right back. Okay, he looks absolutely rubbish. I'm not even kidding, he looks terrible. Okay, let's hopefully beat him. Let's just say passionately, we should be winning this one comfortably, and a few players did like it. Rafa Navarro, Arthur Ponte, who, this is his old team, worth noting, he is playing against his old team, and Dorian Marietti also was fond of that, so let's kick on, let's get underway, and hopefully we can put in a good performance and pick up another good win. We've got a free kick here. Ilan Bordas goes for it, but it ricochets off the wall. Gregory Berger strikes and picks up the loose ball, deflected off the wall, and, well, he puts it into the back of the net. It's 1-0 very early into the game. It's only his second goal of the season, but, well, it's not a bad way to pick it up, really, is it? It's quite a nice strike here from outside the box. Runs for... Actually, no, it was inside the box. He carried it a lot further than I thought he did, but it was a good left-footed strike either way. Finds his way into the back of the net and gives us a quite nice early lead. We've got a throw in here. Zimmerman's going to take. Gives it forward to Clark, who knocks it across. Ilan Bordas now on it. Again, across to Navarro, who's broke on down this right-hand side. He goes for the cross, but they manage to clear. Up and out to the left-hand side. Follett picks up the loose ball. We're going to look to try and rebuild again as he plays a long one forward. Noé Stefan seems to pounce on it. Can he find a cross? He can, and Gregory Berger off the bar. Goes for it with his head, but only manages to hit the woodwork. And, well, it's another good chance, but it doesn't result in a goal, unfortunately. And another highlight here sees them in possession. Carl Jenkinson plays forward a long ball, finds Almeida. Mysonial makes an absolute mare of it, completely misses the ball, and gives them an open net. He couldn't miss. He could not miss. So, I don't really know what happened, to be honest. Do you? Does anyone know what happened? What did he just... I don't know. It's a great bit of control from Almeida if we're going to try and be complimentary about it. He touched it around the keeper very well. I just don't know why he was there, which is kind of the problem. Late into the first half, though, another highlight. Clark on the ball, gives it to Bordas. Can we find another chance and reclaim the lead just before half-time? Marietti runs forward with it, strikes from a long way out, and both attacking midfielders have now picked up goals. Dorian Marietti with his second of the season as well, assisted by Clark. It's a very similar goal to the first one, if we're going to be honest. An attacking midfielder gets the ball, goes on a bit of a run with it, and just takes a very nice shot for himself. It's very good. I just can't complain. We're just playing some very good football when we run this system. Everyone runs with the ball well, everyone passes well, everyone just helps each other out, and it's just working very nicely. So, we go into half-time with a 2-1 lead, but, look at the stats. We've been largely dominant. Just taking a quick look down here to see if there's anything really of note. Amiens are very close to us in the table, and they're winning today, which is less than ideal, but it's not the end of the world. Lorient also quite close, and they're 3-0 up, so, things could be better, but they could also be worse, so at least we're picking up our 3 points, so that should be what matters, really. Let's say I'm pleased with how things are going, keep it up, and obviously they all react well to that. Let's get our second half underway, and hopefully extend this lead, give ourselves a bit of safety. Well, there's a highlight here. Clark on the ball. Derek Asede now on it. We're trying to work it forward. But, well, Marietti strikes from a long way out. They managed to tip it over the bar. Will we see the oncoming corner? Yes, we will. And hopefully we can take this well and create another chance. But they managed to head clear. Asede picks up the loose ball, however. Can we find another attack? There's space out on the right-hand side with Rafa Navarro as Follett is on it. No, the highlight fades out, but another one immediately after. Marietti with a free kick and absolutely smashes it home. He's got a good free kick on him and he's proven it there. It was an excellent strike, well outside the box. Takes very nicely with his left foot, absolutely curls it into the top corner, and you cannot complain at all. It's wonderful. Another free kick here. Marietti again, this one not quite as successful. Goes just over the bar. I have put Marietti on these free kicks from the right-hand side, and it is proving to be quite good by the looks of that. So, 70 minutes in, and I'm just going to make a quick change just for safety. I'm going to bring on Gargo de Othario for Christoph Clark, who again, another good game from him. He picked up an assist for himself and has generally played quite well. I'm also going to bring on Vita Gabriel up top. Noé Stefan had a perfectly good game, but he's been a little bit quiet. Not really required much from him with our attacking midfielders doing so much of the work themselves, but still, let's take him off. Let's give Vita Gabriel a run out, and let's just, well, give him a bit of a chance to see what he can do, to be honest. Noé Stefan, not a bad game, but a quiet one. Maybe Vita Gabriel can offer a bit more. Well, the last few minutes of this game are just going to tick by the looks of it. 4 minutes of added time to play, and it looks like it's going to be another comfortable 3-1 win for us. Couple of goals conceded today, but a lot more scored. And I think it's safe to say that we've re-established ourselves at the top of the table. We've done quite well. So, we appreciate their efforts. I think we definitely do. Very pleased with the performance. Everyone involved does like that very much. 2 goals for Marietti sees him pick up the Man of the Match award with a 9.1 rating. It's great to have him back in the side now that he's back from that injury, and well, he's proven that he was a very good signing in the summer. I think he's certainly offering a lot to the team. And he's also the reason we can sort of play this system. We didn't have a backup attacking midfielder before, and now we do. And it's really letting us do that. So, looking at the league table, we're top of the league. There's not much more to say. We are just comfortably top of the league. Now, Metz are on the same amount of points of us if they win their next game, but we have a huge goal difference advantage over them. We're on 10, which is ridiculous. 17 points, 5 wins, 2 draws, and 1 defeat so far. Everything is going very, very well. So, coming up is where this could all change. We have 2 difficult games. We have Amiens and then we have Lorient. Following that, we have Bastogne, followed by Metz. So we play the other 3 of the top 4 within the next 4 games. It's certainly going to be a testy run to see how we're going to do. But if we can come out of this and look good, you've got to imagine there's going to be such a gap between us and the teams below us. It's going to put us in a very good position for the sort of first quarter of the season or so. So, thank you all very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the fact that we are now back on winning ways, and hopefully we can maintain this and keep our spot at the top of the league for the majority of the season. I'd quite like to see us win the league. It's been a couple of years since we've had a good title win. It'd be nice to put another bit of silverware to our names. So, thank you all very much for watching. Tomorrow's video will be up at 5:30, and like I said, some big games there, Lorient and Amiens. That'll be up 5:30, or you can subscribe to get that into your feed, whichever you prefer. Follow me on Twitter and join the Discord to make sure you stay updated on whenever new content goes out, and I hope you all have a wonderful night. I will catch you all tomorrow. Goodbye.